Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. Now, here's your host, Allison Gappa.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Allison Gappa alongside Heather Healy, Mason Prince, and our very energetic, loud, live studio audience who's in there.
They are so excited to be here. We have the ROTC here.
Right.
Army, Navy, and Air Force. They're pumped up. I'm pumped up.
I'm pumped up, too. We've got track and field, Hannah Cunliffe and Brandon Doughty in studio. We'll talk with them later on.
And coming up later in the show, we'll give you an inside look on basketball star TaShawn Thomas and his impact on the team after transferring just a short while ago.
And coming up a little later in Face Off, Heather and I debate what the biggest storyline is heading into spring practice.
But first up, we like to start the show off on a high note. We call it Launchpad, and where else would we start this week than with OU men's basketball upsetting number 9 Kansas. And the play all came down to this. Jordan Woodard taking it all the way. Buddy Hield for the Superman tip-in. 75-73. The Sooners win it. OU will face Oklahoma State in the Big 12 tournament on Thursday. Mason, the Sooners swept OSU in the regular season. How hard is it going to be for them to get that third win?
Well, the Sooners have a tough road ahead of them, but it's nothing that they can't handle. Taking down a team 3 times in a season is a tough task, but I think they can do it. They're the number 3 seed. If OU gets through OSU, they will most likely face Iowa State, the number 2 seed. They split the season series against each other, but I think I would take OU on a neutral court. On the other side of the bracket, the obvious favorite is Kansas, but watch out for a team like Baylor to give Kansas a run for their money on the top half of the bracket.
Well, the women's basketball team started off strong in the Big 12 tournament, defeating the West Virginia Mountaineers 67-56, but fell to the Texas Longhorns yesterday 59-46. I know they were leading for a good chunk of the game, but just could not get it done. Peyton Little and Joya Carter each led in scoring with 11 points, and the Sooners only had a little less than 26% of the field goals made. It's now up to the Baylor Bears and the Texas Longhorns to compete for the Big 12 title tonight in Dallas.
All right, well, there is plenty of Sooner action to choose from. Guys, who are your MVPs for the week?
Well, for me, it's got to be Paige Parker. She threw another. That's right, another perfect game. She only needed 5 innings and 64 pitches thanks to her team run ruling Missouri State the other night. She played absolutely great. And she's going to keep doing it. She's only she's the first OU player to throw 2 perfect games in a season.
And a freshman.
Absolutely.
Well, mine has got to be women's gymnast Erica Brewer. The senior was perfect on the senior night at Friday, defeating the Florida Gators. And her perfect 10 was the first perfect score on beam in the country this season so far. And her first perfect 10 in her collegiate career. It was a perfect way to end her Sooner career at the Lloyd Noble Center.
Perfect.
Haley Skaman with a perfect 10 on floor.
That's right,
too.
she did.
All right, well, we've got Matt McCullock talking with the Big 12 Player of the Year, Buddy Hield. Matt.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm sitting down with Buddy Hield, Big 12 Player of the Year. And, Buddy, what a weekend it has been for you. Game-winning tip-in against Kansas on Saturday, then being named Big 12 Player of the Year. What's it feel like to get an honor like this?
I feel very honored. Just tell me about all the Oklahoma greats that won the award. Blake Griffin, Hollis Fice, and all those guys. And looking at my head coach, Coach Cougar, he won the award, the Big 8 Award Player of the Year. So it's a good humbling experience. And I'm not just soaking up right now because I'm thinking about better things right now. I can't worry, but I can't let this award get to my head. Our team is still accomplished. We're on a journey right now. We're trying to complete this journey.
Talk about your progression as a player to get to this point.
No, it's sort of far. Just looking back on the Bahamas and see how I mature, my game mature. And Coach Crutch and all the coaches and my teammates, helped me involve my game. Just seeing things, and Coach Kyle back in Wichita, my high school coach, to make this dream possible for me. All those guys had a big part of developing my game. Teach me the games and access to the games. It's very special. And I take it to heat. And I just got better. I was a workaholic, and I want to get better. I always want to see results. And they say champions always crave results. And I want to see results now. My results really paid off this year for me.
So, buddy, congratulations on being named Big 12 Player of the Year. Congratulations on this season, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Matt. Well, there's a lot of news going around on campus surrounding the racist SAE video that winded up going viral in lieu of practicing OU football. Marched together today from the Barry Switzer Center to the Everest Training Center, and after several moments of silence and prayer, the team returned to the Switzer Center. Powerful images right there. The plenty of Sooner action to catch you up on, though, including OU women's gymnastics meeting with their co-national champion on Friday in Mason. The Sooners did not disappoint.
No, it was the rematch that everyone had been waiting for, Florida and OU did not disappoint on senior night at the LNC. OU broke their team score record by scoring 198.5, but also set records on the beam and floor. We talked about it earlier, but Erica Brewer helped out with her perfect 10 on the beam, and Healy Skaman, like Allison said, added a perfect 10 on the floor for the Sooners. The team looks to complete a perfect regular season next week when they take on number 6 Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
Well, the men's tennis team took care of business at Ohio State this weekend, demolishing the Buckeyes 200 home winning streak. How crazy is that, right? They're winning 4-3. The Sooners are the first team to win in Columbus in I'm gonna get it to you. 2003.
2003.
And now
I was gonna say it.
to 13-1, and hopefully will be 14-1 this Tuesday when they compete against the 12th ranked Virginia Cavaliers in Norman.
Well, it was a great weekend for the baseball team as they took 2 out of 3 against Purdue. Despite 10 strikeouts from Jake Elliott, the Sooners couldn't get the win on Friday, but it was a different story once Saturday rolled around. Thanks to a 4-for-4 day from Sheldon Noisy, the Sooners won easily on Saturday, 7-1. Then on Sunday, they spoke softly but carried a big stick as they got 4 home runs, including a grand slam from Taylor Allspaw to win 13-10.
Well, thanks to your MVP, Paige Parker, the Sooners shut out the Missouri State Bears 11-0 in only 5 innings. 5 innings in the courtyard by Marriott tournament on Sunday here in Norman. It was their 7th straight shutout, and now they're on an 8-game winning streak. This was a perfect weekend for the Sooners, being 4-0 in the tournament and outscoring their opponents 44-0 combined. How crazy is that? They stay right here in Norman for the self-titled OU tournament starting Saturday as they take on the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Should be fun.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Don't go anywhere because coming up next in Face Off, we're debating which OU baseball player is leading this team's early success. Stay with us. To Sooner Sports Pod. It's now time for Face Off, where we debate hot topics. I've got track and field's Brandon Doughty and Hannah Cunliffe. They're going to help out with Face Off. Hannah's actually got your first Face Off question.
With the start of OU spring ball, what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, there are 4 guys fighting for one spot at the quarterback position, and that's what I'm most excited about. After a great spring game last year, Baker Mayfield looks primed to take the spot, but Trevor Knight has other ideas. He still believes that he is the quarterback of this team. Oh, and remember Cody Thomas, the guy who started a couple games last year? Well, he's a year older and a year wiser, so look for him to be in the mix as well. And, hey, don't forget about Justice Hansen, too.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be real tough.
But offensive coordinator Lincoln Riley is out with the old and in with the new offensive schemes. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with that quarterback competition. It's going to be very, very tough. And see what he's got for the running backs like Samaje Perine and Keith Ford. Not to name drop or anything like that, right?
Come on now, you're better than that.
And what he's got to do to get with Sterling Shepard and the rest of the wide receivers to catch more balls this season. It'll be interesting to see what he's cooking up for Owen Field. I'm so excited.
So excited.
All right, guys, this face-off question coming from the ROTC's Emily Weiss.
OU baseball is off to a good start. What players stepped up the most?
Craig Aiken is a huge part of this team's success. He's in the middle of a 12-game hit streak. He's batting .397, and that is leading the team. But that's not the only thing he leads the team in. He also leads the team in hits, doubles, runs, at-bats, and fewest strikeouts. But I'm not done yet. He's also 3rd on the team in RBIs and 3rd on slugging percentage. He's your leadoff guy. He shouldn't be leading the team and stuff like that, but he's just balling out. Rakes is killing it.
Well, Sheldon Noisy is bringing on the noise and isn't turning it down anytime soon. The sophomore shortstop is hitting a .480. Over the last 6 games, went 4 for 4 to match a career high in hits and knocked it out of the park with that 3rd home run in 4 games on Saturday. He's unstoppable and can only turn up the volume from here. I had to do it. Had to do it.
Nice. We've got Brandon Doughty, track and field. He's got your last question.
What track and field event would you compete in?
Oh, okay. 3,000 meters, so my unathleticism doesn't hurt the team at all. We got Brandon in the audience, just won the Big 12 championship in the 3,000 meters, so congrats to him. Did that in Ames last weekend. So if I joined the team, that's what I would do, so I wouldn't hurt the team at all because, I'm kind of slow, and I'm sure Brandon would just put the team on his back, as the kids are saying nowadays.
Sounds like you're sucking up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Hey, pick me.
But you might want to leave that to him, okay?
Okay.
But the pole vault would be the only thing to help Mike climb himself up. Don't make fun of me yet. Hold on, I got good reasoning here. Just running and planting that stick and just throwing it up and just landing
I can't
over
picture
that bar.
you doing a pole vault at all.
Yeah, well, I can't.
Is it graceful?
Well, you tell me. You're the one that's looking at it.
Oh my gosh.
So I can do it in my sleep, in my dreams. We're just gonna leave it at that.
All right. We'll leave it in the dreams. Time to pick our face-off winner. Cheer loudest for whoever you think it is. Is it Heather?
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Or is it Mason?
Get out of here.
Mason got that one. Good job. It's now time for our tweet of the week. This one coming from Buddy Hield, and he says, "Thank God for the opportunity to be the Big 12 Player of the Year. Forever grateful for my family, teammates, coaches, and the entire OU Nation. #Boomer." Well, we heard from the Big 12 Player of the Year. We hear from the Big 12 Newcomer of the Year, TaShawn Thomas, right after the break.
Special thanks to our Cornerstone television partners, Chesapeake Energy, Riverwind Resort, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, OU Alumni Association, OU Medicine, and the OU President's Associates.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. OU men's basketball's TaShawn Thomas was recently named the Big 12 Newcomer of the Year. Matt McCullock reports on the immediate impact he made on this year's team.
And it was just 1 year. I don't have next year to fall back on anything.
TaShawn Thomas had a decision to make. Stay with the program he grew with and starred at for 3 seasons, or transfer, only to start all over.
The reason I committed to Houston was the coaches felt like a family, when I got there. And when I came on my visit to Oklahoma, I had that same exact feeling.
Thomas was a star for Houston all 3 seasons, leading the team in points and rebounds in his last year at the school. But the 6'8" forward found that he had an opportunity to help a team on the rise.
Coming here, growing up in Texas, you hear a lot about the Big 12 because we had Baylor, which is right next to my house, Austin right next to my house, TCU 2 hours away from my house. So growing up and hearing about it all the time, I always wanted to play, and coming out of high school, I didn't have that chance. So when I transferred, and Oklahoma called, I was like, my eyes got opened big. Just the fact that I get to play in it now is just a dream come true.
The Sooners welcomed the big man with arms wide open.
Coach Kruger was open arms to me, everybody, and then Ryan, he was my host, so he came open arms to me too. So it was just I had that same feeling I had from my freshman year coming into college. So I knew that it was going to be a good place for me to come.
It's pretty rough. I think it's different for me and TaShawn. I had to sit out a year, so mine was worse than his. But for him, I think the biggest thing was had to figure out, where his role was.
TaShawn says this is where it all got started last summer. No fans to impress, just a new coach and new teammates he needed to learn share the court with.
We did a lot of open gym. I kind of feel like that's where, in the summer, that's what helped us that's what helped me learn how everybody plays, and I feel like we have a lot of good chemistry.
The first couple months of practice, he didn't figure out his role, but after a couple of games, he figured out what we needed from him. We needed him to score. We needed him to just be flying around.
Thomas not only met expectations, he surmounted them, being named the Big 12's Newcomer of the Year.
I feel like I've become more of a team player. I've taken a step down to do more things that people really don't notice, like taking charges, making sure my man doesn't score as much as he was. Because at Houston, I really didn't care about that because I just felt like I could do whatever.
With NBA dreams looming, individual success and team success are merely synonymous.
I feel like if I play hard all the time and if the team succeeds, though, I'm willing to do whatever the team to win. So I feel like if we succeed, the individual success will come after that.
For now,
TaShawn is just living in the moment.
Hopefully we can make history. That's the plan right now.
Matt McCullock, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thanks, Matt. The Sooners start Big 12 tournament play on Thursday, taking on in-state rival Oklahoma State. Well, track and field just wrapped up their Big 12 tournament, and we've got Mason and Heather joined by Hannah Cunliffe and Brandon Doughty, guys.
Hannah, Brandon, thank you guys for joining us today. Appreciate it. So, Brandon, first question is for you. How does it feel to be a Big 12 champion?
Absolutely incredible. I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to Dylan Blakenbaker, who paced the first mile, but I don't know. It was just awesome. Awesome experience.
Now, you guys are heading to Fayetteville, Arkansas for the NCAA Indoor Championships. How are you guys preparing for that?
Just kind of just redoing what we've been practicing before Big 12s, just kind of touching up on technique, just kind of keeping a normal schedule, not changing much.
What are you guys looking for moving forward into the spring to gain out of the National Indoor Championships?
I mean, I'm just going there to do the best I can. You know, I just want to go in there and PR. I've dropped time every meet since I've been here, and so my goal is just to drop more time in prelims and try and make it to finals.
Now, you guys heard in face-off, what we would do in track and field. What would you guys say would be our golden?
I'm a pretty good jumper. I can long jump pretty well.
What do you think would be our golden areas?
I think I'd like to see the 3K.
Yeah.
Did you like to see the 3K? I wouldn't. I would be terrified to do that. I don't run I ran like a mile, like my furthest. What about Heather?
Yeah, come on. What about me?
Heather?
I mean, I would say
Be honest.
I want to see a 3K.
We're gonna race next Sooner Sports Bet show. We'll have a 3K race.
Well, props to you. Give you the trophy right here, right now. I think Allison has an audience.
I do. This one is coming from the ROTC's Alex.
Yes. Do you all have any pre-race rituals?
Any good music you get pumped to? Anything you have to do before a race?
I mean, yeah, I listen to music every time. I read a certain scripture every morning. Philippians 4:13. That's like a basic, athlete scripture, but that's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, I usually just try to read my Bible, and then I guess just watch a little TV and try to not get too nervous before the race.
All right, good answers, guys. Don't go anywhere because the fun is continuing right after the break. And this week's Sooner Sports Pad Challenge, we're having a s'mores challenge. It's going to be a tasty one. Stay with us. Baseball taking on Oral Roberts tomorrow night at 6, followed by a new episode of Sooner Sports Weekly featuring men's gymnastics. The top-ranked men's tennis team takes on Virginia Wednesday night at 10:30, and men's gymnastics versus Ohio State. Saturday night at 7, women's tennis versus Texas at midnight. Well, it's now time for this week's Sooner Sports Pad Challenge. From track and field, we have Brandon Doughty and Hannah Cliff. They are going to be on a team against our hosts, and we're having a s'mores challenge. What is a s'mores challenge? Well, we've got 2 buckets, and we've got some s'mores ingredients. They're going to be throwing the s'mores into the buckets. Once you get the s'more ingredients, you put it together and then you eat it. Whoever eats the most s'mores is our winner.
Golly, I'm terrified.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
In
Heather,
3,
focus.
2,
Focus.
1, go. Graham crackers are first. Oh, nice.
Come on. Oh! Fire!
You do 2? One more.
Oh my God.
Hurry! Come on, Mason. Come on, Mason.
The marshmallows are huge.
Flying graham crackers.
Oh
Stop it! Stop it!
There you go. All right.
You're going a little slow here, buddy. Let's pick up the pace
Now
here.
it's the fun part, right? Eating the s'more.
You got it.
We've got a rowdy ROTC bunch joining us tonight, cheering these guys eating their s'mores on. After you finish your s'more, you guys are going to switch, okay? So right now we're like pretty tied up. You got it. Okay, all right. He's chewing. Does some water sound good right about now, Mason? You want a little milk of that s'more? Okay, here we go. And, all right, Heather, bucket's got to stay on your head. Yes. All right. Oh! Graham crackers are done.
Come on, Mason.
All right.
You're not doing too good.
We just need a chocolate.
We don't have chocolate.
All right, just do another marshmallow.
Yeah, you got it. I think you got it.
Did you get it?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Heather, you are killing me.
No, you're killing me.
Heather! That was right on. Don't move. There. Thank you.
All right, girls. Time to eat some s'mores.
Oh, they took so long to eat. Those marshmallows are massive. Big marshmallows. Oh my God.
Okay.
Heather!